McCain is in the building.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Ayala High School. My name is Tom Kiss, the Inland Insider. Tonight, the Palomares League opener with the defending champion Ayala Bulldogs at 2-3 on the season, hosting the South Hills Huskies, who are 4-1 and one of the hottest teams in the Valley, only losing once to the Charter Oak Chargers, the team that is ranked #1. The Huskies are led by quarterback RJ Stearns. He has 427 yards passing, 225 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, 5 rushing, but he has 4 interceptions. That the Bulldogs would like to take advantage of on defense. Ryan Torress, with 325 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns, will also help the South Hills ground game. For Ayala, they're led by a group of seniors, including Max Hura, a running back and linebacker. He has 274 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, and leads the team in tackles with 41. Quarterback, the sophomore, Cole McCain, has been able to pass for 1,155 yards and 5 touchdowns, but he also has 5 interceptions. When we talk about tonight's keys to the game, we talk about ball control. Both of these teams are going to want to run first, keep the other offense off the field. Another thing that they want to do, both teams, control the turnovers. Something we always talk about that are very important in league games. And lastly, avoid costly mistakes on special teams. It's the opening weekend of CIF Southern Section League play. We'll bring you highlights, we'll bring you interviews right after the game. Defending Palomares League champion Ayala Bulldogs opening at home on their homecoming night. South Hills needing to make a statement early in this road test, but the person making a statement early is Mason Hura. That's because with this 52-yard run on the Bulldogs' first play from scrimmage, takes it all the way into the end zone. South Hills trailing 6-0. Ayala missed the extra point. South Hills would answer back when quarterback RJ Stearns hits Alex Rodriguez for a 52-yard touchdown. They would make their extra point and take a 7-6 lead. Next possession for South Hills. I want you to watch this one. Stearns is going to break this one up the middle, and watch in slow motion right here in the middle of your screen. That's a hold right there. It would be called. The flag would come down, negating this touchdown run for South Hills. Second quarter. Ayala, 3rd down. You're going to see Cole McCain scramble. He's going to come close to the line of scrimmage, but he connects on that play, keeps the drive alive. Then on the next play from scrimmage, throws it to 6'4" senior Josh Mount. He comes down with it. Ayala takes a 13-7 lead. Giving the ball back to South Hills. End of the half right here. They are driving down the field and getting a lucky bounce on this play as Stearns is going to connect with sophomore Joaquin Elliott. Takes it down to the 3-yard line, and then 2 plays later from 1 yard out, it's Torress right up the middle. South Hills at halftime would take a 14-13 lead. Players celebrating. Second half was all about the defense for both teams, but RJ Stearns is going to break this 65 yards into the end zone. The only scoring that we would see in this half. 21-13, Bulldogs down. Huskies going to 1-0, while Ayala starts 0-1. Coach, with about 6 minutes left, you get the ball and you start pounding it on them. Is that going to be pretty much the signature of this team, wearing other teams down?
Well, I mean, we try to be as multi as we can be in terms of what we're doing as far as our scheme and our personnel and as far as running and passing. But we actually, we made a decision. We felt we were wearing on them all game. We knew at the end we were going to be able to run the ball just because of the way the game was going. We didn't get many possessions in the second half. But, yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, we're going to run the ball. That's that's something that we do well. We're continuing to try to work on our pass game. But, at the end of the day, we knew that coming in we were going to be able to wear them down.
Did you think that it was going to be that defensive of a game in the second half? It was 14-13 at halftime, and you guys scored the only touchdown in the second half.
Well, I knew they were going to be up for this game because of just the history of our coaching staff and their coaching staff. So I knew they were going to have their kids ready. And like I told you before the game, they've been sitting some kids the last couple of weeks. I know they were getting ready for this game, and they had some kids back healthy, and it showed. But we knew we were going to have a tough battle tonight. Probably the disappointing thing for me is just the mistakes. We miss a field goal. We get a long touchdown run called back. And realistically, I don't even think the game needed to be that close. I think we were in control, and we just shot ourselves with the foot several times.
RJ, big game for you guys tonight. You win your first Palomares League. Talk about that big touchdown run you had in the game tonight.
Well, I just have to thank my offensive line for blocking for me, because I knew that once they made the blocks, it was going to open up, and then I could get free.
Last year you guys lost to these guys at your home field. What was it like to make a statement coming in and beating them and being so physical on their home field?
Honestly, last year when we lost to them, it was the worst feeling ever, and we knew that we had to come back out here and prove ourselves.
You guys had some penalties and had some touchdowns called back. What do you guys need to do to clean that up?
Honestly, we can't just shoot ourselves in the foot. It's like simple mistakes. We just need to fix those at practice, and we'll be good.
Bruce, big win for you guys in the Palomares League. Your defense shut them down. They were up 13-7, and they didn't score after that. What was it that made the difference?
I feel like it was a team effort, and we got a lot of stuff to fix, but it was mostly all of us, all 11 guys.
Definitely like at halftime to change and shut these guys out in the second half.
Well, we knew they liked running inside and folding us in, so we had our defensive line to pinch inside, stop that.
What does this win feel like? First Palomares win. It's something that you guys are working towards, a Palomares League championship. What does it feel like?
Feels amazing. It's good to feel. It's good to make a statement.
Here with Ryan Torress. Ryan, you're basically with 6 minutes left. You guys got the ball and ran it just right down their throats. What did you guys do, especially in that drive and tonight, to get that win?
We just always work on running the ball, pounding the ball, taking the clock out, and I got to give it to my line. They blocked for me and gave me holes, and I took control of that.
Couple of big runs, especially for you guys on second and third downs, controlling the ball like that. What does that tell the other teams in the Palomares League about this team?
Oh, they better get ready for our run.
So next week, you guys have, who do you guys have? You got Claremont next week. Is it at Claremont? So you still got to continue. What do you guys need? What did the coach tell you guys you need to do to clean up?
Work on the little things, just get better on that, and then the sky's the limit for us.
So now when the coaches tell you, like back in August, hey, you're going to deserve this weight room, when all this work that we're doing is going to pay off sometime during the season, do you feel like it's paying off now?
Yes, sir. We've been working our butts off all year, especially in the weight room in the season now, in the league.
South Hills comes in to Ayala. They avenge a loss from last year. They win the game 21-13. Next week, South Hills is going to take on Claremont, while Ayala will be playing against Bonita. From Ayala High School, this is Tom Kiss for the Southern California Newspaper Group.